Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Really appreciate you taking time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. So thank you in advance. Going to another RPG. And this one is my favorite of the first phase of Final Fantasy games. So this is Final Fantasy V. And what I mean by that is this is one of the Warriors of Light type of Final Fantasies. You know, 4 characters, chosen by fate, kind of, sort of, but you know, we're gonna let it rock. And you know, they end up all together going on this adventure. You're dealing with the crystals, things like that. You know, the OG Final Fantasy concepts, right? Which we're kind of coming back with the newest one, allegedly. So in this one of the reasons I really liked it is because this is like the first one that I played after playing 7. So, you know, 7 comes out, everybody knows about it. Like, I played Mystic Quest back in the day, but like I didn't know anybody who had like the original Final Fantasies. So after 7 comes out, you know, everybody's talking about Final Fantasies, and they do this anthology pack where they had like the first 2 on one, and then they had 5 and 6 on one. So my friend Marquise has, you know, all of the Final Fantasies, as he's one to have. And I'm playing this one, and I'm like, yo, I just really enjoyed this whole game. Like the characters you play, you have Bartz, Reyna, Galuf, and then you end up getting another character who is the captain of the pirates, who you find out you think is a woman. You think is a guy because it's the king of the pirates, and then it turns out that they are not, which was like a cool little reveal. You know, even back then, kind of like to a lesser degree version of Samus taking off the helmet and all of that, right? But the game had really good writing. Like, there are jokes and things like that I didn't expect from these type of games, especially back then. It has the job system, which I'm a big fan of. I understand why they don't do it as much anymore, but I was always a big fan of the job system because it gives me like some replayability. I can build different teams, I can see what works, you know, and just doing these like combo builds and things of that nature is always really fun to me. And in true Final Fantasy fashion, you know, there's a lot of heartbreak, there's a lot of loss that you deal with like immediately, and it was, at the time, was very new for me as far as this series in particular, because I played other RPGs, but the Final Fantasy thing, I was kind of late to it just because, 1, we didn't get all of them over here, and 2, you know, game selection was often not as a wide variety as much so when you got older and you were able to kind of pick what you wanted. You kind of just played back then what was available. And to be honest, none of the rental stores that I would go to as a kid would have like Final Fantasies, at least to my knowledge. I don't remember seeing them. So anyway, this game, I mean, Bartz has a pet chocobo named Bako. Like, what are we doing here? This is a fantastic experience. And again, because we don't have any of the voice acting and things like that, the writing in this game, to me, did such a great job doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Because, you know, the graphics, these are SNES games that were ported to the PlayStation. So, you know, they're visually, you got to do a lot of inferring sometimes with some of the visuals, but the writing helps out a lot. So I really enjoyed this game. I always go back to it, and I at least play a few hours here and there just to kind of get the feel of it. I done bought it on, you know, I ended up getting my own copy on the PlayStation, and then it's on the phone, and then it's on my Steam. Like, I really like Final Fantasy V, and that's kind of a theme. If I like especially an RPG, I will get it on multiple platforms, because it's always fun to go back and revisit some of these memories and think about me sitting in my room with a bowl of cereal Saturday morning, playing the game and switching back to Fox Kids to see what the new Digimon is like. You know, things that let you know that I'm much older than I would like to be. But this is the whole purpose of this series, is to go back and enjoy the things that we did growing up, and, you know, go through this journey. So if you are a fan of this particular entry, love to hear your thoughts on it. And if you are looking for an RPG to dive into, you know, as always, pretty much any game that's on this series, I'm going to recommend that you play it just for fun, if nothing else. I appreciate you letting me reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.